I am Milton, son of a carpenter, married. Dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter, married. I get to tell parables. And I also get to answer prayers. Alright, who's up first out there today? Well, hello, Mitch. What's on your mind? Your brand new car broke down in the middle of the desert. You've been walking for miles and miles. You're dying of thirst. Well, sure. I'll send Sandra, the guardian angel, right out to you. She'll help get you to some water and mechanic. What's that? That's not the only bad luck you've been having lately? Your dog ran off and so did your girlfriend? That's too bad. You're beginning to think there's something to those lightning bolt consequences for impersonating Stone Cold Mountain, son of a carpenter and Mary. Oh, hold on, Sandra. Don't get started just yet. This one's for the devil. Let him know. He's halfway there already. He's out in the middle of the desert, waiting to be picked up by the horned one. Yes, those farmers dressed in red with their pitchforks. Oh, yeah. I hear a lot about that. Campus. Those on college campuses, the impersonators, even in the military circles and the church circles, wherever you might be watching. They got so many of them in some parts that they just figure there's no one and only. See, they got the street technology. Good to see my eyebrows are getting back to normal. Yesterday was it the day before? The characteristic, I'm looking at what I'm doing in the reverse camera. Oh, those things, they're the best thing since the mirror. And the eyebrows are up, you know. You got more space between the eye and the eyebrow. I don't have more space between the eye and the eyebrow. But because the impersonator of the moment that's the instant technology that can do that. Whether it was taunting or they just didn't get it. They were letting me know what the impersonator looks like. Eyebrows, way up here. And they can do that. I've got a lot of videos out there over the years. They can go in and there are those eyebrows different. There are those, the phone number can be different, and the address, all of that. And because there are so many and that technology can be overwhelming as far as that goes. Oh, it must be this guy. Who would go to the trouble of making 1,000 videos? With those eyebrows, there's only got to be one guy like that around. Who would go to that trouble? And yes, I think it was a Mormon. As the spectrum Decibel law-breaking fleet pipes in. Mormon impersonator. Yeah, you're on a college campus and you ask about Milton, handsome bald guy with all the beautiful flower imagery or the skyscraper imagery, the skyline imagery. And the devil on campus has an impersonator. Devil in the churches has an impersonator of you. And yes, that technology can change everything. Handsome bald guy right there. It's better than a mirror. You can get. Can a mirror make a video? Anyway, yeah, it can be overwhelming, and you can figure, well, everybody's doing it. Well, yeah, everybody's going to hell too. Not fire and brimstone you don't have to worry about till you flatline. You see that bright light. And yes, there are stone cold melting consequences. My lightning bolts. And don't, write off that, out of a clear blue sky in California, because, yeah, Dad says if nobody's looking, you can throw it out of a clear blue sky. But, yeah, there's a reason why. They're always late to that college party. Their car broke down. I'll show you this, I think I did. Yesterday's. They're always having one bad luck or another bad luck. They flunked out. Now they're doing the impersonator thing completely. Got fired and they're doing it completely. All they're doing is impersonating Stone Cold. Let me do the sugar check. And yeah, don't get pulled into that. I'm here calmly and patiently waiting in the immaculate apartment for you. All you attractive blonde and near blonde girls, or just anybody wants to be in my imagery. To come see me and put yourself right there. 24,000 plus. Gonna go over 25,000 at the end of this month. Examples of my work. These are 2 to a 4x6 photo, and you could have a nice contact card with your contact right there. Oh, I'd have to do it the old-fashioned way. I don't have the street technology, but it's all on GIMP. Everything from this year is on GIMP. So I can just put your contact in, put the big Elaine right there, or Leslie, or Kayla, or Jennifer. It's up to you. But yeah, you gotta come see me. 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, apartment 409, Los Angeles, California, 90065. For those of you out there, I call it the military streets, and yeah, you don't even have to be in the military. It's just a regular, it's just a way of describing what involves more technology, what might involve more physical kind of stuff. But if you're in the military streets and you're watching, I mean, you have to keep getting a new impersonator of Stone Cold Melton. There's a reason for that, and I hate to tell you, but eventually it'll catch up to you. Oh, you can still do the impersonator thing. I don't care. I know where they're going. But, yeah, get Kayla and Melissa and Ashley and come see me. Nice immaculate limo with a lift would be nice, but I can work with you. As I always say, you gotta plan for what's been occurring around here a lot. Yes, the Great Wall of Yellow excrement, relying on what a majority of the time. Oh, it's the Muslim streets here too, but a majority, more Majority of the time, it's them pod people. Yes, the Mormons. Latter-day Sinners, LDS, are proud of that title. Just walk right through them and yes, make sure you got more than one option as a place to take photos of beautiful, attractive college girls. And also 186. Yeah, I called it the Seinfeld's New Street Girlfriend Effect. Make sure you got plenty of attractive blonde girls lined up to be in Milton Center, to be a part of building a better world. And yes, more locations. If you don't have a limo with a lift for, immaculate limo with a lift for gold here, I can work with you. And if you don't have a mansion, yes, you just got to show them that you can walk through the Great Wall of yellow excrement. And they're pod people. That's not too tough, is it? Walk through and get yourself and those attractive young ladies and these photos. Oh, should I do that? I don't have time. Well, maybe I do. You got to kick it in motion so we can get started building a better world. Tear down the Great Wall of Evil has just me and all of my imagery. I'll get that out quick, check and post in 5, and I'll do that. I've been working on it. I want to put its own little parable, but it's a little long for a minute. So let me get check and post in 5 for real stuff. Try to call me 424-229-4140. And yes, coming to see me being in my imagery. Tearing down the Great Wall of Evil has just me and all those 24,000 plus examples of my work. Do that. That's real too. Let's get started. And yes, ask and answer Jesus' question. Is Barack Hussein Obama a terrorist? I've had my answer. I've been asking for a 93 check. That's what those 5s are. Check and post in just 5 minutes. For over a decade, and I have yet to get one. Make that video, post that video, whatever you get when you don't get me. Now let me do my little look into the future. Nice islands with some good sized trees. Because I'm in a hammock in between a couple of them. And a few of the attractive blonde and near blonde girls in this imagery. Instead of skyscrapers and flowers, or instead of just flowers and stuff like that. A few blonde and near blonde girls holding up this imagery as I tell my Tommy parable in that hammock with Jennifer and Ashley. And as I finish up that Tommy parable for the day, then yes, one of the girls is making the video with, I'm just providing the audio for it. As I finish up, I look up and I see that plane flying through the distance. Oh, I'm going to that island on a boat. I know the Great Wall of Yellow excrement and electronic stuff, and with a boat you can wait for another boat to come along, and they got lifeboats and all that. But I see that plane, yeah, kind of like that Fantasy Island kind of thing. D-plane, coming in with those new young ladies from college campuses all across America, and I know it's time to go greet the young ladies at wherever the bus takes them to on that island, where they go to see the Immaculate Mansion. And this is a look into the future, and yes, somewhere else, over there in Italy somewhere, man with a tall hat. I'm not sure if he's a handwritten kind of thing or does the whole he's into the computer and typing up. I have to type. My handwriting's terrible. What's going on with the son of a carpenter, Mary Melton? Yeah, our fun little stuff. I can't know it's wrong if you can't, reach me by phone to tell me. And that's true of a lot of stuff. Not one comment about anything. My imagery, the 93 takes, of course, my Tommy parables, the Opsama rumor, no comments by phone or mail. All I can rely on is the in person. And yeah, with the wall of pot people around me here, that's not always going on. But jotting down what's going on with the son of a carpenter Mary, then yes, halfway around the world. It's storming outside of an office building, and Wang is watching that sunny island on the big screen TV in front of his desk, and he is cussing up a storm. Whole lot of stuff in Chinese, and then there's a son of bastard. And hello, she's his secretary. Says, well, that's what got you the promotion. Yeah. Wang's boss, Wang, he didn't, use a wood chipper, but he wanted to be the talk of China and the talk of the world, so he made Wang an offer he couldn't refuse. You get those arms removed, your management. It was a very lucrative offer, so Wang jumped on it, and it still doesn't mean he didn't cuss out the son of carpenter talking about the streets, and yes, Wang's part in the streets. There's a big eye, a small eye in my card here, but I used to wear the DVDs. Now I'll show you on the refrigerator there, and I got one more thing with Wang. Wang, he, I'm covering that part. Oh, it's not much, it's just a website. He sends the secretary away. He gets up out of that big chair. He walks over the window, watches that storming and thunder and all of that, and there's this big bolt of lightning right in front of him. He jumps back a couple feet and goes to sit on that nice desk of his again, and then he cusses me out one more time and turns off the handsome bald guy in his hammock or on his way to greet the young ladies. Turns that off, and he turns on the Three Stooges, his favorite show. Remember, you only have to tell that joke perfectly just once. Just get it on video, you never have to tell it again. Same is true of important stuff, what you believe in. Get on video once, you never have to tell it again. You got it on your website, you got it on your phone. And yes, here's the, you can retell it better. You can add stuff and then put it on video again. Here's the eye. There's a little bluer part, and somewhere in that in the photos I didn't show you this morning, but will probably tomorrow. There's this. It looks a little bit lighter. It's not quite like this, but this was 5.5 years ago. This was probably 4.5 years ago. Somewhere in there, middle of the beginning of 2014. But this is what the eyes were like most of my life, even when they started changing and the vision became so much better in 1996. They were dark brown, and now you can see the smaller circles slowly disappearing, big blue circles growing in through and around, and it's almost up to 20 minutes. I better show you my eyes, and I would make a nice Tommy that thing, wouldn't it? It's just not with Tommy with the streets. Yeah, a little lighter brown than it was yesterday, I think, and you don't see the big brown circles. I think at times it looks like it's lifted up. The black part's higher than the bottom part of the eye. Well, maybe it's just me. But that center part that you saw in there from 2014 is slowly disappearing with the help of that white. I'm taking my vitamins. That's what started that off. And it also, finished off with that brown. At least I can't see it here. If you know what's going on, for real, come see me. Have Whitwood Travel show me the perfect place to build. Jesus' immaculate house. Best people to start building with. Oh, good news. I told you the devil was going after my past worker, and she was in the hospital. I just got a call from her this morning. She's doing better. She's out of the hospital, and we'll hopefully I'll have clean laundry soon. Come to me, and let's get started building a better world. Let me put you right next to that handsome bald guy. Or you can be in an image all your own. It's up to you. Come tell me where that perfect place to build Jesus' immaculate house is. Yes, it is an opportunity house. You can call it an opportunity house. Opportunity for a whole lot of good businessmen from all kinds of walks of life, all kinds of backgrounds all over the world. But I have to tell you, it's Jesus' immaculate house, because there will be a test at the end. And tear down the great wall of evil. Has just me and all this imagery. And let's get started on those 1,000 points of light. Jesus' immaculate house.